Beers and Brews! Beers and Brews! Have some coffee!
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this fine Saturday? I'll tell you what, man, I'm starting to dig the weather. It is 52 degrees here, and I'm actually seeing my breath. That's a good thing. Hope everybody's doing well and got you a cup of coffee and ready to go. I hope. Oh, hey, Delmer, Josh, Phil, my regulars. Good to see y'all. Now, gonna start this one off with some beard oils because it is fall and there is some really killer stuff coming out. Gonna start with what I actually have in my beard this morning. Now, I have not bought Black Rebel Beard Company in quite some time, but these were horror themed, so I had to have them. And my wife said it was okay. So, what I have in my beard this morning is Friendo the Clown. This is based off of the movie called Clown in a Cornfield. And I'm going to be honest with you. Smells good, but it is very weak to my nose, at least. This is probably a 4 out of 10 on the Richter scale. I wish it was stronger. That's for sure. With that, I also got Pinhead. Now, I will say this. Pinhead is stout. It is really, really good. Very nice kind of smooth cologne vibe with a little bit of a leather bite on the back note. Absolutely digging this one. Pinhead and Friendo from Black Rebel. I have not seen the movie Clown in a Cornfield yet, but I'm absolutely wanting to. I just haven't had the time. Marcus, good morning, man. Now, I'm going to tell you about some really cool stuff that I think everybody needs to try. We all love Ronnie and Ricky Painter from Flaming Beard, and they just came out with some real bangers, man. That Twisted Pumpkin, one of the best pumpkin scents I've ever had. But she just sent me these two, and I'm going to tell you, they're right on point. The first one is called, the labels are hard to see because of the shine, but this one is called Pacific Trail, and it is iris, mimosa, algae, sea salt, lotus, lily, Argentina lemon, and white tea. And this one is absolutely a nice, just well-rounded, sexy scent. And then everybody knows I love my coffee. This is called Roasted. Roasted is a blend of cardamom, coffee, fried dough, jam, moss, pink peppercorn, and violet leaf. This is like coffee and a donut in a bottle. absolutely fantastic. Yeah, Phil, dude, Twisted Pumpkin is absolutely one of my top fall scents of this year so far. Uh, absolutely killer. And Josh, yes, you got to try roasted and twisted pumpkin. And let me tell you a little secret. You put a couple of drops of twisted pumpkin and mix it with the roasted, and you're in for an experience, I'm telling you. The third one I want to tell you about, I just did a review on this. Melissa from Tameless Tallow, she's been real busy trying to get her store ready to open in Cleveland, Texas, and she just dropped some banging stuff. And this one is one of my favorites. This is Inferno. Guys, I'm telling you, your significant other, if she doesn't jump your bones while you're wearing this scent, she very well may be dead. This is incredible. Absolutely beautiful scent. And also from Melissa, you got to try Beast. Beast is really strong, good, manly scent. And the other one is Oracle that I absolutely highly recommend. Uh, let's see. Mm-mm-mm. So that's what I got for beard oils to show you today. Uh, now, I will say, uh, somebody else may get something different out of this and may find it stronger. I'm just not finding it very strong for me. But Friendo, I mean, you know, cool bottle. Um, what do y'all got in your beards this morning? What are y'all wearing? You got fall stuff going on, or you wearing a cologne? Let me know, man. Always interested. You know, there's so many good things coming out for the fall. It's tough, and as a reviewer, you want to try everything, but money does not dictate that you can. So I've tried to be as selective as possible. Um, Now the stuff I got from Tameless, I didn't even know that shit was showing up. I just got this really cool box showed up and a bunch of new stuff, and I really appreciated that. Um, you know, it's really, really just goes to show what kind of person and owner Melissa is. Paranormal Pumpkin Marcus, freaking fantastic. Delmer, Berserker's Fury, absolutely one of my favorites from Tim. Doesn't get enough love. Phil, you wore Duke last night. I've only smelled a sample of it, but what I smelled was really good. Josh, I haven't done my beard yet, but I'm thinking tobacco oud from Bane's Blends. I'll tell you what, man, Bane Blends is really making some really killer stuff. His botanicals that he uses, that he infuses his oils with, absolutely make your skin feel incredible. And he's got some really banging scents. The pineapple upside down cake is one of my favorites from him. And he's just doing some good work right over there. He's doing something unique, which I like. Um, it's hard in uh, this time and place in the beard world to do something truly unique, because it seems like everything's been done before. But some of these companies are really, really showing that you can still find new ways to rock the boat. And I love that. Wicked Wednesday opening back up. And I'm gonna tell you, uh, if you haven't tried Wicked Wednesday, you absolutely need to try them. Stacy is an incredible person, incredible owner, and a talented maker. Um, you know, her soaps are top notch. I put her soaps up there with Tim McMahon's and Melissa's from Tameless easily, and she's always doing some unique stuff. Uh, Looking for a strong patchouli scent. I'll tell you what, man. Um, if Melissa still got it, uh, Pa Snoozy from Melissa at Tameless Tallow is basically patchouli in a bottle. It's beautiful. It's really nice. Uh, I went through almost a whole bottle, and of course I use it mostly at night. But I'm a big patchouli fan, and it absolutely fits the bill. Oh, sorry, Phil said that. Okay, you guys are gonna have to forgive me. My eyesight is for shit. Phil, I have Biker by Badass Beards. I didn't. Yeah, I haven't. I haven't really tried Badass Beard Care much. I think I tried one. Um, you know. But Phil says it did not hit hard enough. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, Phil. I'll get a list of patchouli scents together that I think you'd like, and I'll shoot it over to you. Um, you know, the thing about patchouli is you either love it or you hate it. And uh, I absolutely love it. Um, you know, most people will tell you, oh, it smells like a hippie's nutsack. But, you know, uh, I love it. Oh, you have? Okay. Phil, you have Pa Snoozy. What'd you think of it? Let me know. Mm. I thought it was good and stout, but every nose is different. Like I said, when I said Friendo was pretty weak, uh, I'm probably going to get shit when I do my review of it because, you know, I've seen people already online saying, oh, it's strong, it's stout. Nah, not for me. And yeah, things smell different on different people, and that's for sure. Um, when when you put a scent in, uh, it's going to be subjective. Randy R, my man. Good morning. Now I will say this: I love scents that smack you in the face. I love scents that are pimp hand in a bottle. And let me tell you something. Uh, the stuff Ronnie and Ricky Painter are putting out from Flaming Beard lately, everyone is just a smacker. Uh, let's see this. It didn't hit hard enough. I will mix my own oil and add a drop of Young Living. Hey, man, you know what? Sometimes you got to doctor shit up. I've done it. Um, I've gotten some really killer scents that had uh, notes in it that I absolutely love, but they weren't strong enough. So I'll go and I'll get a small bottle of essential oil and toss it in there. No shame in that. No shame in that at all. Mm, Let's see. People's body chemistry just make different things smell different. I like the strong scents too. I want it. I want it to last a long time. Yeah, that's the thing. If you're gonna have a scent in your beard for a daytime scent, you want it to last. You don't want it to, fade away after 2 hours. To me, if a scent that I'm wearing for daytime doesn't last me at least 5 hours, then I probably will relegate that to a nighttime scent in the future. You know, um, I just I want to walk into a room and I want people to go, "What is that?" You know what I mean? But then again, I'm an asshole. Dad, morning. Uh, doo, doo, doo. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm just, uh, as you know, this is not really. I don't consider this a show. I consider this just a group of guys and girls when they're in here, bunch of friends talking. So it's not structured, and I think that's the way to be with something like this. Now, I will tell you this, man, with this new cooler weather, good Lord, I am digging it. Uh, I have this awesome cap that I had gotten from Funky Brims. I had always wanted a corduroy cap, and I got one, and it's perfect for this morning. And I got that mixed with my Megadeth Dixon's flannel, and I'm actually wearing a thermal shirt underneath. That's how cool it is. But then again, I'm old. Phil, hey brother, thank you for asking about the dog. He's okay. We have him on insulin and some liver meds. He's a little perkier. He's not, sucking down as much water. Um, you know, he's 17 years old. So he's absolutely, lived a great life. Hopefully we can keep him around for a little longer. Mr. Madigan.
What's going on, man? What's going on, guys? How's everybody? How's it
Ah,
out there Saturday morning?
we're doing, man. We're just talking about some uh beard oils that I was talking a little bit about Inferno
Okay.
and uh the roasted from Flaming Beard.
Which one is that? The roasted?
Roasted,
Oh, I didn't try that one yet. Okay.
and then Pacific Trail from Flaming Beard.
Nice.
And then I went through and I was talking a little bit about Friendo and Pinhead.
Okay.
And and I was telling you in our private conversation that this was pretty weak. It's pretty weak. I put this in my beard this morning, and you get the scent, but it's not. It's like a 4 out of 10.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. So, but the bottle's cool and the theme is cool.
That's cool. Yeah, Actually, I got one too. Go over real quick if that's cool.
Absolutely.
I've been loving it, man. It's on the Flaming Beer too, man. But the Twisted Pumpkin. Now this is the first time I'm in love with their liquid butter, so I've been getting most of the liquid butters. I haven't gotten it in the charcoal yet. Only the oils. But this is killer, man. This is absolutely killer. So I got in the liquid butter, and it's bourbon, cinnamon, tobacco, vanilla, and it's stout. It is Halloweeny, man. I absolutely love this, and of course, especially now they got the clones. I always back it up with the clones, but so I highly recommend this if you want a good sense that's not all pumpkin spice, something with a little bit of darkness in it, a little evil pumpkin action. Check it out, man. And
yeah, we mentioned that one a little earlier.
okay.
We didn't talk much about it, but I was just telling them it's absolutely one of my absolute favorite fall scents of this year.
It's killer, man. And I tell you what, and this is a little nifty, and a lot of people don't know they have this. And this, I got this in the Twisted Pumpkin as well. This is, I don't know if you can see the skull on that, but this is the air freshener that you can get at Flaming Beer too. It is absolutely awesome, man. It is absolutely awesome. Of course, I did have to message Ronnie because I didn't understand how to get it to smell because I didn't realize there was a little plastic thing in the center that I had to pull out and everything. But man, I'm in love with the Twisted Pumpkin and that Highway Heroes one that I just got in. Really digging it. Now, the other thing I wanted to say too is make a quick little special announcement for everybody. So you had talked about Inferno. I think was that the one you did. So I'm gonna do a big thing with some of those too because the scents that just came out from Tameless are absolutely ridiculous. But special announcement. Melissa is coming back to the Demented Show Wednesday, and we're going to talk about all her new scents. Hang out, me, Walker, Debbie, Melissa. Man, we're gonna bullshit with all these new scents because she's got some killer stuff out there like Beast, Inferno. What was the other one? Rugaroo or some shit.
Rogaroo,
Morrow, yeah.
Oracle, and Casting Copal.
Yeah. I mean, it's some killer scents, man. Delmer, yeah. If you like a dark, like this is a dark pumpkin. I love it, man. But it's just got enough.
It's actually got no pumpkin in it, which is amazing.
I know, which is the funniest part. Yeah, there's actually no pumpkin actually even in it, unless there is in a little side note that she's not putting on the label. But
right.
But you get that hit, you get the pumpkin in it though. Like you know what I mean? You smell it a little bit. So absolutely awesome.
Hell yeah. And I gotta say, man, that Hollow Gatsby, one of my favorites.
Oh, the Gatsby, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this one too. This one's just a heavier one, so I can't wear it unless it's chilly. And there's been a little chill out in the air this morning, man. So
well, it's chilly here, man. It's 52 here.
Yeah, I thought it went good with the Scallywag Never Say Die. So I'm trying to cut my
absolutely
keep propping myself up and trying to relax, and now I'm getting like antsy, man, because it's like I want to do a bunch of crap.
So, give us a quick update on how you're feeling.
It really hasn't changed much the last couple of days. Just still been just painful and swollen. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna give it time. I know maybe the antibiotics just take more time than to get in there. I did get some oregano oil, so I'm gonna start taking. I did start that last night. Take that too on top of it. So hopefully it knocks it out soon, man. You know what I mean? And
hope so.
I just have to be careful because where they found it in the blood, the bacteria, like if I start getting fevered or redness starts coming way back, I got to get to the hospital. And they said it'd be at least a week in there. You know what I mean?
You got a lot of guys and girls pulling for you and sending good energy and prayers and shit. And
yeah, about that, I was blown away too, man. I was blown away. I thought like 8 people like me. I got into the hospital.
Look,
and I was getting FaceTimes and calls and texts and posts, and I'm like, holy crap! It literally took me over a full day to just get back to everybody. So much love to you all that like reached out, man. Truly appreciate it. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. You never know how much you're appreciated and loved until you have a situation like that, and then you know what? You find out that people actually do give a damn.
Yeah. I found out. That's for sure. I was blown away by the love, man. It was insane the amount. But yeah, man, that's really all I got. Outside of I just wanted to pop in, say hello, and bullshit. But I did start True Haunting from Netflix last night.
Uh-huh.
Man, that's actually pretty good. I like it. I started dozing off, so I got to go back and watch the last because it's 5 episodes. 3 episodes are all Erie Hall, and then the last 2 are a different story. So I started dozing off at the end of Erie Hall, and like the last. I woke up. I finished the show, but I know I fell asleep somewhere in the end of like episode 3. So
Right.
counts, but I'm digging it so far, man. I gotta go back and finish it. That Erie Hall's pretty cool. Even has some Ed and Lorraine stuff in there, where she wouldn't shake his hand because she sensed something with him when he went to visit her and a thing. And then, it basically goes from like the dude's room in this college hall is possessed, and that
Right.
goes to him getting to a point where he finally gets like a priest to exorcise the room, and then it starts getting out and it starts terrorizing all his friends. It's not just in the room anymore. Now other people are seeing it. So pretty interesting.
What?
I don't want to go into too much spoilers, but I was pretty interested. Now it's one of those documentaries, where the reenactments and all that shit. But
Well,
pretty good.
Marcus says it's definitely interesting. So
Yeah, I'm digging it.
now I'll tell you, I got one that I'm going to be starting here that I found on Tubi. It's basically like the scariest. Remember the scariest places in America?
Yeah.
This is the scariest places in Europe.
Oh yeah.
And
That's probably wow.
I'm going to check that out today. They have one for. I was looking at the episodes. They've got one from Lep Castle, the Tower of London. I think that's going to be a pretty good one.
Probably got a lot of Irish castles and stuff in there too.
Yep. Well, Lep Castle.
Oh yeah. I definitely want to check out some of that.
Hell yeah. Let's see.
You had mentioned about the pumpkin. Yeah, you definitely won't regret that, man. It's definitely awesome.
Nope. That twisted pumpkin. It's unlike any other pumpkin I've ever tried.
Yeah, it's very it is very unique. I'll give it that. Definitely very unique.
Marcus says he's watching something called Cake Cobwebs. I don't know what that is.
It sounds like Marcus is on Pornhub.
Marcus may be on pain meds.
I've heard they've been putting some good stuff up for the season 2.
We love you, Marcus.
No, I'll have to check that out. Cake
Cobwebs. The other thing I thought was interesting was they announced, he said it's called Cobwebs. Cake, a typo. The other thing I thought was interesting with the Monster series is the next one's going to be Lizzie Borden, and Charlie Hunnam's going to play her father.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which
that's a whole. I tell you the truth. I was going to start that game yesterday, and then hearing not just your review, but like pretty much every review I'm hearing, and I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to start with True Haunting first, and then I'll work on Ed Game somewhere down the road. There's been other Ed Game ones that I liked, you know what I mean? But it's but seeing little clips and some of the stuff people were saying, I'm like, yeah, I'll start with this True Haunting. You know what I mean?
There were a couple of things. Now the acting was good. I think that Laurie Metcalf absolutely shined. She kicked everybody's ass in that film,
right?
In that series. But it was just little things that bugged me. They made him talk like he was some sort of, simpleton Forrest Gump with
Right.
a very high voice. That wasn't how he actually spoke.
No, he had a raspy voice, and he was actually very intelligent.
Yeah, and they made him out to be kind of a dope, and that was not him. The other thing that really bugged me was they went too deep with the whole, Nazi thing. That's what inspired him. It's never been proven that inspired him even at all.
Well, that's like the word. That's like the word of the year. Nazi gets thrown around all of a sudden.
And the other thing, real quick, was there was a lot of stuff that was all speculation, and it was almost like they researched what I don't know. It was almost like the research that was done was they looked at everything speculative and threw it all together.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I guess my thing with that game is so much of what was actually a whole part of his story was all speculative. You know what I mean? It was only a very small amount that they actually ever proven that he did. You know what I mean? So I guess I get throwing some of the speculative stuff out there, like and trying to make it part of the show, but yeah, to harp on it the way that I hear they did is just a little bit much. Because he only killed 2 people. Well, 3. They, most
right,
likely.
but they have him like he killed more, and you're going to throw some speculative stuff in there, of course, because that's part of the legend is some of these things.
Right.
But when, in my opinion, 80 to 90% of the whole show is speculative, it loses something.
Yeah. Yeah, or make a smaller show out of it. Don't make an 8-part episode if you can't, you know what I mean? If you don't have enough, to throw a bunch of filler in there. Now, Monster generally does ad-lib a lot to their stuff to make it Hollywood-like. But some of them are at least really like the Jeffrey Dahmer one was fantastic.
Dahmer was fantastic.
The even the Menendez brothers one I thought was really good. You know what I mean?
That one was good. What I saw 4 episodes of that, and I don't know. I just stopped watching it because it to me that was it was good, but it was a little boring.
No, it was, yeah. It wasn't like Dahmer kept you in every episode,
Absolutely. I mean? Now,
and Lizzie Borden probably will too. And if anybody hasn't seen, highly recommend the Lizzie Borden Chronicles. Christina Ricci played Lizzie Borden, and that was, I don't think you can ever dupe that. Like, that was just fantastic. I absolutely loved that Lizzie Borden Chronicles with Christina Ricci.
Yep. Now, I'll tell you what. And this movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. There was the first Lizzie Borden movie I ever saw starred Elizabeth Montgomery from Bewitched.
Oh, I think I might have seen this.
He played Lizzie Borden, and it was absolutely fantastic. Went through, the murders, the trial, all that stuff. And if you ever can find it, I think it's on YouTube, actually. I highly suggest that one.
I'll have to watch that because I think I have seen that way back when I was younger. You know what I mean? Because I remember right, Elizabeth Montgomery played a fantastic part in that.
It was a TV movie,
right? Yeah,
and the thing that freaked me out the most was whenever they'd cut to a commercial, they had this picture of this bloody axe and this little creepy voice going, Lizzie Borden is dead. And it was like, Jesus,
Yeah.
For a 10-year-old, that's creepy shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But
That's how I started life. Waking up to horror movies. I mean, I think when Poltergeist came out, I saw it. I was 7, I think, or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's like I just grew up with this shit now. You know, that's why I can watch like the most wicked shit. My kids will be like jumping all over the place, and they're like, "You don't even budge." I'm like, "Yeah, nothing." I'm an '80s kid. Nothing. We're desensitized to anything. Once I saw what's the horse's name from Never Ending Story get drowned in quicksand and shit and break
yeah.
Artax. Once I saw Artax die and the little boy trying to pull, I've been desensitized to everything since, man. That ruined me, man.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I never watched the Never Ending Story.
Yeah. Well, you were a little older, so it
I
was
was
like,
a little older, and when it came out, I honestly, you know, I was kind of in the mindset of, you know, I'd rather go see, you know, The Last Starfighter or something
yeah.
than, you know,
It's
but
by the way.
yeah, but
I got into them when I was little, like the Never Ending Story. What was the other one? Secret of Nim. The Secret of Nim, I think it was called, and some other
yeah,
one. And of course,
you
I
know,
love me some Fraggle Rock. I
well,
love Fraggle Rock.
another movie that I've never watched the whole way through. I got through like half an hour of it that everybody loves was Labyrinth.
You know what's funny is I never watched Labyrinth until like a few years ago with my ex, and it just never interested me to watch it back then. But I ended up watching it, and I ended up liking it. But it was because her and the kids would watch it, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And then I'm like, I ended up watching it and digging it. Land Before Time broke a lot. Yeah, Land Before Time. Yeah. Wait, is that the cartoon one, or is that the one where?
Yeah,
What was the one? You'll know this because it's probably more your generation than mine, but I still watched it. But man, where they were kind of similar, like this family, and they went hunting dinosaurs and shit. And oh my god, I thought it was Lost Time. Oh man,
Land of the Lost.
I think it is Land of the Lost, where I had the family and they would go out and had all these like realistic dinosaurs walking around and shit.
Well, Land of the Lost was a Saturday morning TV show.
Right, but it wasn't like a cartoon, right? It was like a real life.
Right. It was like stop motion
Yeah, that might. I'll have to
dinosaurs.
look it up and see what the right one I'm thinking of, because it was like from the '70s, and I remember watching it as a kid, and like in the '80s, like reruns of it and
Well,
stuff.
let me tell you something. Land of the Lost, you know, they remade that into a movie with Will Ferrell, and the movie fucking sucked.
Yeah, I can't see that being.
The movie was terrible. Had nothing to do with the original. As a kid, I think it came out in 1972 or 4. I was real young,
Something like that.
and I loved it. And I went back probably 6 months ago and found an episode on YouTube, and I went, "Oh, I'm going to watch Land of the Lost. This is going to be nostalgia." And I'm watching it.
Yeah, well, things were a lot easier back in the day. We just didn't realize they were.
You never realize
now,
just how cheesy something is until you watch it 40 years later.
There's been some movies I flick back on and I'm like, oh, shit. That I loved when I was like 6. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like a movie I loved growing up. Well, coming up, I was still, I was early teen. Movie I loved was War Games.
Oh yeah. With
and I went back and watched that. Probably was like, man, this really isn't as good as I remember.
You're talking about the one with Matthew Broderick, right? Thermonuclear war.
Yeah, where he tapped into NORAD.
Yeah, fucking Dabney Coleman and shit. That's bad guy. But yeah, I thought that was when I was a kid. I was like, oh man, this is because growing up in the '80s as a kid, as a little kid, same thing. Like we thought, you walk down to 7-Eleven and think Russians are gonna. They had us like Russians were gonna come pull us out of the fucking. At that point, Mac.
Well,
Flight of the Navigator was a fantastic movie. Yeah, fantastic movie.
Now the thing about war games is part of it, I guess, is my just in my head because holy shit, those computer graphics suck.
Yeah, that's like so much of it though, man. Like old laser beams and shit. Well, even the same. I went back and watched the movie. Last Starfighter with my kids, and fantastic movie. I don't care what my kids say, and I get it, but I don't care.
Delmer says Mac and Me.
Yeah.
I never saw that one, but I've seen clips of it, and yeah, that looked pretty cheesy.
Yeah, I thought I'm trying to remember. I know I've seen it. I thought I liked it. I mean, not. I mean, obviously, I can't remember it like that. Maybe not as much as I'm thinking, but I watched
it in an Alien.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, nothing.
Well, I think it's funny that Spielberg originally wanted M&Ms and the Mars Company thought that it was going to be a bomb of a film, so they said they wouldn't do it.
Right.
So Reese's said, "Yeah, we'll shut up."
Oh,
for like 2.5 years after that movie came up, and Eminem Mars
everybody who
kicking himself.
Always did like Reese's Pieces and stuff like with the movie. If you were like 6 years old, 7 years old watching that movie, you were like, "Oh, I can't do without the Reese's Pieces." Kind of a dumb fact about me. That's actually the first movie I seen in the movie theaters was E.T. But and that was, I mean, Jesus Christ, going back. Then again, the thing I just shared today was talking about Jackson. It says, what does it say? If Marty McFly went back in time from right now, he would be in 19.
I'm telling you.
Oh man,
it's the perspective of time when you think about it is like you sit there and shake your head because you're like, okay, 88 miles, yeah.
yeah.
Nothing exciting happened in '94 except going to the mall.
And fucking yeah, I mean, the rock scene was still good then before it went straight to hell. And I saw Youngblood put his thing on sale for the 2026 World United States store. Sold out in 1 minute. 1 minute.
Let me tell you something. Youngblood's coming to this. I was like, I'm going. Fuck it. They went on sale at like 10 a.m. I got in there at 10:05 and they were gone.
Yeah, that's because all the thing is too, he's killing it with the younger ones, man. But then with all that like Ozzy love and hanging out with the bringing back the old rock shit and everything else, and now EPs with Aerosmith and everything else, man, he's bringing in the old heads too. Of course, Steven Tyler looks like some up there, like shit, looks like the cool grandma coming to pick you up from the.
Apparently, Marcus and Delmar are saying it's a little rough connection this morning. Let's see.
Huh? Both of us or one of us? It's coming through fine on my end, so I don't see anything.
Marcus says, "Damn faster than."
Yeah.
Okay. Josh says he thought his earbud was breaking up. I guess it's the. I guess it's the sound is not perfect.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It sounds from my end. It sounds great. I don't hear anything off. So I don't know.
Marcus says we're choppy.
Huh. I don't know. I'll have to check it out when.
Do y'all see this? No,
But yeah.
dude. So you got the
Yeah, which I really can't do much. I'm gonna go pick up my daughter's boyfriend, and he's gonna have to hump some buckets and shit. Because I told him I'd come in. I said, but with my leg, I really shouldn't even be coming. To be honest with you, but with my leg, I'm gonna keep it up and just do like a couple of real jobs here in this, and then no, I'm not. No, I'm not. So, but no, I can't. Yeah, because I gotta keep this leg up most of it. You know what I mean?
Well, you know,
saw some brown on the finger. I don't know what on your finger, bud, or what are we talking about?
oh, on that finger?
Oh.
Yeah. Let me tell you, you know, that leg, man, put some ice on it. If you let it, take a pain pill and just fucking watch some horror.
Yeah, that's the plan, man. I'm gonna finish out a couple like things, movies floating out there, just lounge out. I tried to finish that True Horror last night, but I fell asleep dead ass on the couch with my one leg on the ground, and my one leg propped up on a pillow.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Now, as far as like if you start Ed Gein, let us know what you think.
I will, but now it's like it's like I'm pushing it a little further down the list because there's other things I want to catch up on first,
right?
You know what I mean? But
now you're just kind of like, hey, if I see it, great. If I don't,
yeah. I just heard. I mean, literally, like one or two good reviews out of 1,000 people.
Well, but what time you got to pick up your daughter's boyfriend?
Yeah, I gotta hop off here in a minute.
Oh, okay. Now we're down to 5 people. Y'all are leaving me like freaking rats leaving a sinking ship. You bastards. But no, I do want to say before Sean goes, go to beardedscallywags.com, grab you a mug, grab you a shirt. He's got some killer fall stuff out. Grab yourself a Demented One shirt, a Scallywag shirt. Somebody's in trouble. Grab yourself, a Demented. That's how we're able to bring you this stuff that we're doing right now. And that's right, Marcus. You got some coming, don't you?
Yeah, I think actually has the feedback I'm getting on this new printer that I'm using, this new setup that I'm switching everything over to, is the quality from what I'm hearing has been fantastic. So I'm looking to
Nice.
get, everything switched over to it. I wanted to try it out first and sell a few and try it and see how it is, but people have been loving it. So
Hell yeah, man. I gotta get me the Demented Show
yeah,
hoodie.
I want that and the cap. Plus now I'm gonna be doing a lot more with caps. They print on caps, so and lots of different style caps. Like I got the Flex Fit one for the Demented Show, but I can put them on truckers, all the other stuff. So I'm gonna be setting it up with some cool stuff, man. So
Well, now what we got to do is we need to come up with the capital to make some scallies.
well, yeah, it's all in the works. You know what I mean? Scallies and flannels are definitely part of what's going to be in the future for the Scallywag store. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
But yeah.
Hell yeah. But the this is the thing, and I say it every week, and I go, in Bearded Scallywags we have over 15,000 members, and only like 1,000 of those members actually follow the business page of Bearded Scallywag LLC, and you gotta support, man. If when it go get you a little bit of merch, it doesn't cost much, and believe me, it helps bring shows like this and the Demented ones, or the Demented Show, and shows like that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. And
Appreciate all of you.
real quick, Legends and Lore, that show is going bye-bye. It's getting a little right now. I'm doing 3 shows. I'll be doing from here on out is I will be making short videos, 5, maybe 10 minutes long, dealing with those types of subjects like cryptids. I'll do some hauntings, things like that. But it's just going to be some pre-recorded, shorter videos, sporadic throughout the week, because, I am dealing with a lot of things.
Like another show wise, but yeah, to concentrate on the 2 shows right now, I think is awesome.
Yeah. And we got a lot of cool stuff coming up on the Demented Show. Alyssa going to be coming back this week for a little bit to tell us what's going on.
Yeah,
we've got some really cool stuff coming.
Sure.
So, all right, guys. Anybody got any questions or anything? If not, this show is almost about over. I've got to get some housework done before the wife comes home this evening, and I've got a few things I need to film today. So if anybody's got anything else they want to say or ask, do it now.
That's it. And I appreciate all you guys. I'm going to hop off of here, man. I hope everybody crushes it. Happy Saturday. Keep it Scallywag. And, all right, man. I'm going to hop off, let you finish it up. And
all right, brother. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you.
Much love, guys.
Much love. All right, guys. Well, I hope everybody had a good time this morning. I really enjoy doing this show, even if 2 or 3 people pop in, just because, this gives me a chance to hang with my buds. So I appreciate each and every one of you. And I appreciate whoever comes in and, decides to watch the replay And you know, y'all really should check out some of these fall drops from some of these companies. Flaming Beard, Tameless. You know, hell, check out the ones from Black Rebel. Check out the new stuff from uh, Black Manor. You know, there's a lot of good stuff. Grindstone's killing it this fall. You know, check that stuff out, and you know, and if you do, let me know what you think. As always, y'all freaking matter. Enjoy your weekend and make sure that you keep it furry. Appreciate you.